Right, we went up to Willowbank Raceway last night to see what the bike's got in it. I've been tuning it a bit on the street, but I haven't really been able to push it too much, so that was a good time to actually go up and actually tune it a little bit more. I was actually aiming for low 11s now that we've actually got the pistons fixed, but it's lower compression now, so I've got to mess about with the timing to get that right. Oh, there's also another cameraman with us last night, so there's another camera angle for you. And I had my phone on the tank and I did a live stream of the first pass. It was a little bit shaky, but we're going to sort it out before next time, so that's a little bit more secure. And I didn't actually have it on for the rest of the night because it was too much of a distraction. I was trying to tune the bike and the camera, well, my phone was in the way of the camera filming the AFR gauge and stuff like that. So we called it a day after the first pass and a live stream. I don't reckon it was what I wanted though.
DB just went, great run.
I could have got off the line a lot harder. Thank you. Oh. I'm hoping that my camera has actually picked up my AFR gauge. I'm hoping it was a bit too rich and we can lean it down a bit. Mind you, it's my first ever 11-second pass in my life, which is cool. Right, so that was quite down on power, so I'm just optimising the tune a little bit. I've gone up 1 degree with the timing. I'm not going to go any further than that tonight because that's asking for trouble, and I've gone down 5% with the fuel because it's very rich. I want to try and look at my AFR gauge a little bit more careful this time. We'll see. That was a burnout. I wish I would have filmed it.
So far, there's been some pretty good runs while we've been waiting. DB's coming up soon, so stay tuned.
Wonder what that was. I got off the line okay. Terminal speed was down a bit though, I think. I need more power out of it, I reckon. I reckon I can get it. Oh, I didn't look at my AFR gauge either. Cheers.
Great run, guys. That was 11.5, 115 miles. Great run.
I was too busy riding the bike, I forgot to look at the AFR gauge, so I didn't really know what it was doing and where to go with the tune from that point. So what we did is we put a DJI on the handlebars filming the AFR gauge, so I didn't have to worry about it, so we could just look at the footage to see what happened. I did, however, run my best ET, and that's the quickest I've ever been up a drag strip.
Cheers. That was the slowest run yet. For some reason. But at least I filmed, I've got this GoPro here, or DJI, is pointing at my air fuel ratio gauge. So that run was just purely to actually keep an eye on your air fuel ratio. And to get off the line well. And I got off the line absolutely awesome. I got to have a look to see what my 60-foot time was actually. But the terminal speed was way down. And the ET, so yeah, definitely a lot more tuning needs to be done, I think.
So looking at the AFR gauge, it was running quite rich. So we leaned it down a little bit more. But I actually ran a little bit slower then, so I know now where the AFR should be, so I'll put it back to where it was. So now it's just a case of optimising the timing a little bit better, I reckon, but I'm going to be very, very careful about that. Didn't do it on the strip last night, I'm going to do that on the street. Because when you're actually on the strip, you're just going balls out all the time, and you forget about keeping an eye on things like timing and stuff like that. So it's not real safe to do it there, I don't think.
That's a burnout. I had to put my visor down for that one. That was an awesome race! Hang on. Cheers.
So I didn't get exactly what I wanted out of it, which was a low 11, got a mid 11 which was okay, but the terminal speed was a little bit low. It should be a little bit higher than that, I reckon. It's also a little bit low geared. I'm actually changing from 4th to 5th just before the finish line, which isn't a real good place to do it. So I might actually put the higher gearing back on and see what it's like then. And it'll also burn out a lot better then, because I was only doing 100 k's an hour in a burnout when normally I do 120. And of course the tune's not optimised for the burnout either. It's struggling a bit because I haven't actually really tuned it because I'm not giving it full throttle in the burnout, but it is actually hitting the rev limiter, so I really need to tune it so that in that area where it's doing a lot of revs but not a lot of throttle, so I need to do some work on that area of the tune as well. So I'm not sure whether I'm going to run it with this gear in next time I go up or not. I'm going to think about that and see what's going on, because I want to try and get the most out of it with this stage 1 tune, which is the large pulley. Then I'm going to go to the 80mm pulley, which will give me 15 psi boost. It's actually running 9 psi boost at the moment. So then there'll be a lot more tuning to do with that, and it would be a lot quicker, and it will be in the 10s then, I'm pretty sure. So lots of good stuff to come. Stay tuned, and if you haven't subscribed, subscribe, like this video and comment, and I'll probably get back to you. So stay healthy, drink plenty of water, and have a great day.